Welcome to the June 2018 Progress Report demonstration of the HAR to CAM Web Conversion Project. During this month's Progress Report, items from Deliverable 3, 5, and all of 6 will be covered. Task 3.6 is the Biennial Import Screen. Task 3.7 is the ability to import biennial assessments. Task 3.8 is the exception report produced during import. Task 3.9 is the cleanup routine to remove import files older than 120 days. Deliverable 5 includes tasks for the manual adjustments to PMATF invoices. Task 5.16 is the PMATF adjustment screen. Task 5.17 is the adjustment reason modal. Task 5.18 is the ability to approve or deny an adjustment and view adjustment details. Deliverable 6 is the adjustment true-ups. Task 6.1 is the adjustment true-up screen. Task 6.2 is the ability to add a new true-up adjustment batch. Task 6.3 is the ability to view the exception report. Task 6.4 is the ability to view the adjustment summary. Task 6.5 is the ability to view the facilities excluded report. Task 6.6 is the ability to enter a date for the balance due letter. Task 6.7 is the ability to generate the balance due letters. Task 6.8 is the ability to post the adjustment true-up invoices. Here is the biennial import screen from Task 3.6. To import biennial assessments, we must first select the begin date. This is the date used to generate the biennial assessment import file. A date picker will be displayed. We will select the month drop-down. We will select a day. Now, we need to select the end date which was used to generate the import file. The date picker will be displayed, and we will select the end date. We will select the invoice due date for the biennial assessments. We will select a date. Lastly, we will need to provide the import file. Select the Choose File button. Navigate to the file location and select it. Select the Open button. Select the Upload File button. Here we can see the Task 3.7 import routine completed successfully. In a future demonstration, we will show the biennial assessment invoice screens. Note that a record has been added to the import history table. 195 invoices have been generated from the import. We can select the View link for the exception report to demonstrate Task 3.8. Here we can see that one exception was recorded. In this case, the facility did not exist in the system. However, the biennial assessment was created. The facility has been added, but needs the contact information to be added so the facility details are complete. We can open the facility details directly from the report by selecting the facility number. We can also view the exception report in PDF or Excel by selecting the corresponding icons in the upper right-hand corner of the report. Here is a PMATF invoice that we will make a manual adjustment to. In the upper right-hand corner of the invoice details screen is a gear icon for adjustments. We will select the adjustments icon. This screen will allow us to demonstrate Task 5.16. Here, we can see the main details of the invoice. We can see that this is a true-up adjustment invoice. We can see that no adjustment requests have been made as there are no records in the adjustment history table. Because this is a true-up adjustment invoice, we do not have the ability to alter the facility financials used for calculations. We can adjust the amount of the invoice. For this example, we will make the invoice amount the same as the amount already paid. After entering an amount, we will select the Save button. A confirmation dialog will be displayed, letting us know that our request will result in an invoice in the amount of $7,865 and ask if we wish to continue. We will select the OK button. To complete our request, we will see the Adjustment Reason screen, which is Task 5.17. We will need to select the reason code, which will be used in reporting in later deliverables. We are able to choose from 4 options: Claims Adjustment, Court Order, Final Order, or Error Correction. We will select a reason code. If we had to update the invoice due date due to a court order, we could select a new invoice due date. This would create a system-generated payment plan with the new due date and allow users to view the original invoice date and the new invoice date on the details, as well as in future reporting deliverables. Because our example is to adjust the invoice to a paid invoice, we will skip this step. We will need to enter a reason in the Reason for Adjustment area. In order to submit an adjustment request, we will need to provide at least one attachment for supporting documentation. We can attach more than one file if necessary. To attach a file, we will enter an attachment description and select the Choose File button. Navigate to the file location and select it. Select the Open button. Select the Upload File button. We see that the attachment has been added. We can delete the attachment or add more. After at least one attachment has been uploaded, we will select the Send for Approval button. We see that the adjustment has been submitted. In a future deliverable, a notification area will be added so that designated approvers of adjustments will receive an email notification that an adjustment requested is waiting to be reviewed. For the purposes of demonstration, we have the security permissions to approve this request. In the production environment, the requester and approver will be different users. We will select the submitted link. Here we can see the Task 5.18 Adjustment Details screen. We can see the main details of the invoice, the reason code, reason for adjustment, and related attachments. We see a table for the requested changes. In our example, we only have one change requested. It is possible that more than one change could be requested, such as a change to the year or quarter of an invoice. We see that the requested change is for amount because that is what is displayed in the field column. For that same requested change, we see that the original amount was $23,814. We see that the new requested value is $7,865. There is no associated warning or warning level. Some requested changes may require careful consideration before approving. In those situations, a detailed warning and warning level will be displayed to help the approver make an informed decision. Approvers can either deny the request or approve the request. Denying the request will make the request status change to denied, but will not make any changes to the invoice. Approving will update the invoice appropriately. We will select the Approve button. A confirmation dialog will appear, letting us know the number of warnings associated with the requested changes, and that if approved, these changes are immediate. We will select the OK button. A success message is displayed. If we return to the invoice, we can see that the amount has been changed. The balance is now 0, and the status of the invoice is paid. When an adjustment is submitted, the system will automatically record the original invoice values in the adjustment history, so it is easy to view the progression of any changes made to an invoice. Deliverable 6 is the adjustment true-ups process. Here we can see task 6.1 for the adjustment true-up screen. We will select the Add New button to demonstrate task 6.2. We will select the adjustment period date range picker. We will select the start date. Then, we will select the end date. This adjustment period is used to determine which invoices will be processed for true-ups, based on the invoice due dates. If an invoice due date falls within the adjustment period, it will be processed for true-up. We will select the Apply button. With our adjustment period selected, we will select the Create button. We will see a success message that our adjustment is being created. Now, we can see a new record has been added to the Adjustment True-Ups table. The start date and end date are displayed, as well as some of the information related to the adjustment. Note, at this point, no invoices have been generated. We will review the reports before posting the adjustment batch. To demonstrate task 6.3, we will select the View link for the exception report. Here we can see the record of invoices that could not be adjusted. Reasons include if the quarter for the invoice is a value other than 1, 2, 3, or 4, if the invoice has already been trued up, or if the invoice is part of a group that has not yet been billed for 4 quarters, so it is too early to issue a true-up invoice. We can select the invoice number to view the invoice. We can also select the facility number to view the facility information. As with most reports, we can print to PDF or export to Excel using the icons in the upper right of the report. After reviewing the exception report, we will review the Facilities Excluded report. This demonstrates task 6.5. We can see that no facilities were excluded. Reasons for excluding a facility from a true-up include the facility being inactive, the facility being a state institution, or the facility being marked as excluded from adjustment true-ups. We will now review the adjustment summary. This demonstrates task 6.4. Here we can see the balance due statement that will be sent to the facility along with the invoices. Each invoice that was included in the adjustment batch is displayed, showing the original assessment and the recalculation. In addition, there is a new section for outstanding balances for the same revenue type. This provides the total amount due for that revenue type. When the Print to PDF icon is selected, the system will format the adjustment summary with page breaks to separate information for each facility by revenue type. If we found any issues with the adjustment batch, we could delete the batch and make changes to the facilities or invoices before creating a new batch again. If we are satisfied with the results, we will select the Post button. This will generate the invoices. Now that the invoices have been generated, demonstrating task 6.8, we can see that the posted date has replaced the Post button. We can also mark all the invoices as mailed from this screen. We can no longer delete this batch. However, we can void the invoices if necessary. In a later deliverable, we will be able to view the related facility account inquiry report. To create the balance due letter, we will select the View link in the Balance Due Letter column. This demonstrates task 6.6. We can select the balance due letter date. We will select a date. Task 6.7 is the balance due letters. The system will generate the balance due letters with the date selected in the top of the letter. These will also pull addresses and contact information from the document defaults covered in a previous demonstration video. This concludes the Progress Report demonstration for June 2018. Thank you.